with host Larry Van Alst on Wednesdays. It's the Fountain Grove Inn, Hotel, and Conference Center located in the heart of Sonoma wine country. It's easily located in Santa Rosa off the 101 Fountain Grove Parkway exit. Call 707-578-6101. That's 707-578-6101 or visit fountaingrovinn.com.
Called the Oprah of radio by her listeners. Award-winning host Dr. Pat Baccili is blowing the doors off of traditional talk radio. Get ready for an energizing delivery and powerful interviews with leaders in the field of human potential. Dr. Pat's fresh, new perspective on living life full out has catapulted her show to the top of talk radio. Tune in and Dr. Pat will help you thrive instead of merely survive. Visit thedrpatshow.com.
Listen to Dr. Pat, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern on CRN.
Hey, welcome to the PM Show Weekend Edition, the PM Show on Sports. I'm Michael Horn, the star of our show. My good buddy, a legend in acting because he was in Hunter and Crisis and Land's End and movies and everything. And then he added to that the storied football career. The all-pro defensive end. I'm talking about the one and only Mr. Fred Dreyer.
Thank you so very much, Michael Horn.
You almost forgot who I was there, didn't you?
Yeah,
you almost did.
I had to look at my notes.
Look at your notes.
Yeah. And that, on my notes, I have it, ladies and gentlemen. On my notes, I have photographs of the staff. So I know where to go.
We pointed the picture, and then you read the name.
Yeah. And Tommy's in the behind the glass.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's in it. He has no
Tomas,
idea.
who presses all the buttons. He knows what he's doing.
He's the guy.
He's not listening. Tomas
the
never
hood
listens.
of his car on the.
He never listens to us.
Yeah.
He just
anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, so we got a lot to talk about.
It's great
today.
to be here with you guys. I've been getting a lot of communique. I've been giving a lot of I guess you could call it the emails and connections from our people abroad. You know, we're on the internet.
We're worldwide through our podcast at Sports USA, CRN Digital Talk Radio, CRNTalk.com. People listen to us. We're on Wi-Fi radios. We're on iTunes and Stitcher and AHA Radio and radio stations and cable systems. And so there's many ways you can hear us if you go to the website at CRNTalk.com. And you've been getting feedback?
Yes, I have. Pammy, P-A-M-I. Hello, Fred. My name is Michael, and I am writing to you from Italy. I wanted to say hello and thank you for the company, and that I've had in the past, and even now, when it is retransmitted our show with the TV Hunter series. So, you know, our show, Hunter, that I did for 7 years with NBC and Stephanie Kramer, that's still in 100 countries around the world.
Yes, it is.
It's still wailing in a lot of places, and Italy's one of them. So we get people all the time who contact us, contact me, send me stuff, and I greatly appreciate it. Our show is growing. It's creeping along. We're making a lot of headway. We're going to be expanding here pretty soon, and we're going to get in a new building, hopefully, right, Mike? A new building?
Yeah, we're looking to do this show Monday through Friday, not a weekend show. We want to do it Monday through Friday. We do the show live Wednesdays at 4 Pacific, 7 Eastern. We have lots of replays on the weekend, but we want to do 5 days a week.
Yeah, and we'll be doing that. And when we do, then everything will expand. We'll be with you 5 days a week. We'll get a momentum going. We'll be able to talk about a lot of the stuff that's in the news today. And instead of just taking one shot out of the week, and you folks hearing it on the weekends around the country and certainly around the world on the internet. But I want to thank everybody for being a participant in the show, inviting us in, spending an hour of your day, whatever that might be. And we sure appreciate it. Now,
by the way, you can email Fred Dreyer, D-R-Y-E-R, Fred Dreyer at CRNTalk.com. Fred Dreyer at CRNTalk.com. And you're tweeting all the time on Twitter.
Yeah,
Fred _ Dreyer is
and I got a new iPhone. I got it right here.
You do? Is this
pocket.
the 6?
Yeah, this is what it is. This is the 5. I got the 5.
You know, that's a 5, yeah.
And it's a great little tool. And they made all the great elements on here that I need. And I got Twitter.
Is there a phone on it?
Twitters and tweets, and got the phone.
It does have a phone.
I got the whole thing in here.
Okay, because
I can talk to you actually on this thing.
Some people text, some people get emails, some people use Twitter and Facebook. You actually have a phone as part of that that device.
Yeah,
right?
it actually works. I actually know how to dial. I've got my favorites. I've got everything I need to talk to everybody. Now, we're going to have Jay Johnstone on at the bottom of the hour.
On the show today, right?
Ex-Dodger, great. He's a lot of fun.
Jay used to be a top of the hour guy, but nowadays he's been retired. He's a bottom of the hour guy, right?
After a cup of coffee, then we're ready to talk to him.
That's good.
So we've got Jay coming up, talk about Dodgers, everything baseball. Opening day is just but a couple of days away, folks.
I'm Chris Walls. Since taking Andro 400, I have dropped 45 pounds. I'm sleeping better. My knee pain went away. I've had some lower back issues, and I've noticed that went away. The radio ad, does it attack belly fat? Well, let me tell you, it did. I've lost 6 inches.
So guys, if you'd like to get similar results, try Andro 400, the safe, inexpensive way to boost your testosterone. Go to andro400.com or call 866-546-1955. 866-546-1955.
We are perfectionists. We do it right and don't stop until the job is done. We build commercial zero-turn mowers with maneuverability, power, and comfort. Who are we? We are Kubota. Now, during our More Power to You sales event, you can get long-term financing as low as 0% APR on new commercial-grade Z700 series mowers.
For more information or to find a participating dealer, go to Kubota.com.
PM show. Coast to coast. Fred Dryer, a very busy man. He's got a lot of stuff going on. This week you're doing an oil change on your car, is that right?
Yeah, the Chrysler needs to have its 55,000-mile oil filter and air cleaners and belts and hoses.
As I'm telling you, you are everywhere. You are everywhere. We talked about you being worldwide, and people can email you at Fred Dryer, D-R-Y-E-R, at SierraandTalk.com. They can follow you on Twitter, Fred_Dryer. I'm at this doctor's office, a little bit nervous. You know, I'm sitting there going to get a checkup for the old, muscles and the legs and everything and see, if the knee's okay and everything. And this guy comes in, this Dr. Sheps gentleman, and before he comes into that office, they put me into this room and he says, lay down on the bed, and there's this huge picture of you as Hunter with a gun pointed right at the person laying there on the bed. What is that all about? That's unnerving.
When he says lay down, he means it. That's what it says.
Is that what that is?
Right. Business as usual.
That's a pretty good one. I give you one of these for that. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Dr. Sheps, I'm due to see him this weekend, and he's been hitting me with the laser, folks. And I'm going to tell you something. You got to see Dr. Sheps. And if you've got any type of aches or pains, if you've got something that's been bothering you, hanging around, I think you had an Achilles problem there for a while. I
had an Achilles problem. Both Achilles tendons were just like puffy and sore for a long time, and I'm thinking, what's going on? I went to a regular, checkup and everything, and they took x-rays, and they said, and by the way, Sheps has a doctor right there that can do all that. I didn't know Dr. Sheps at the time. And so, I got the thing, they said, hey, you don't have any tears, you're fine, but, you go into therapy. And as I'm doing this therapy, the ultrasound seemed to work, I'm thinking, and then I remembered Fred Dryer talking to me about this guy, Dr. Michael Sheps, in West L.A. in Southern California. And there's this willow curve that they talk about on TV. Dr. Sheps has been using this deep, hot laser thing, or is this a cool laser? I guess it's a cool laser, right?
Yeah.
That he uses in there. And it just, I'm telling you, it takes the swelling down, and in about 2 months, knock wood, this is over like a year now that I've been back into great shape.
It goes
Some
right
at
the cellular level. It improves ATP, which is a cellular energy, and it's the best. Gets rid of inflammation and brings the body's own healing powers to the area, and it works like.
It really does work. I wouldn't tell you if it didn't. But we digress here because Dr. Sheps is in West LA, and I don't even have his phone number. But I think you could go to drmichaelsheps.com maybe. I don't know. We got a spot for him later. We just brought it up. I just mentioned your picture there. Now, what's going on this week?
Well, I'm just going through my notes here that Courtney, our wonderful director, Courtney Cadera, gives for us. She always does a great job here. Very comprehensive, actually, here on this show. NBA free agents rumor. Here's some rumors.
What's the rumor?
Here's the one I picked out. Of all the free agent rumors that's going on, there's one here about the Lakers, but Kevin Durant, Oklahoma City Thunder.
Really?
Wants to spend the rest of his career in Oklahoma City.
Wow.
You should talk to my daughter.
Your daughter lives there.
My daughter lives there.
You're smiling. Your daughter lives there.
Yeah, I get calls once a month. Dad, could you send me a ticket to get out of here? I'm kidding, but I'm not, So he wants to spend the rest of his career in Oklahoma City. You should talk to my daughter.
Yeah.
Call Kate. She's there and she's right outside Oklahoma City.
Well, it's
she's
probably the money.
She's in Nickel Hills, right there outside.
Is it the money? Is that the deal?
I don't know. But, he's loyal. And he's a pretty good guy, I understand. And he's loyal. And, his 27.3 points, along with 6.6 rebounds and 4.1 assists.
Wow! So
this year.
So he wants to link to a move out. He wants he wants to spend the rest of the time, which is to me a negotiation play. Now LeBron James says I have the right to call plays. Okay, so I thought he wants to actually be the coach. Is that the idea?
Well, he wants to call the plays during the course of a game. David Blatt claims that the superstar is dictating the action.
That's kind of like what he does. It's business as usual for the guy,
business,
right?
Yeah, well, that's what they do. I mean, the guy on the floor knows what he's doing. And LeBron says, "I've earned the right to call the plays," and he's intellectually basketball savvy, and he's trustworthy, the greatest player in the game today.
So the coach David Blatt can't like this, does he?
No, they do. I mean, anything that you can as a coach, certainly, to maximize the efforts and the involvement of your players on the floor. Most people, I remember listening to Jerry West and to Billy Cunningham years ago in the late 70s tell the story that, if you would hope that your team, as the season goes on, if it doesn't have one at the beginning of the season, it creates a leader and has somebody who wants the ball at the very last moment to take the last shot. You want that type of thing. And so he says the worst feeling is to hold your hand up and run I'm holding up my number 6 here. Run number 6 as they bring the ball up to take the last shot of the game, and the guy looks at you and then kind of waves it off and just does what he wants to do.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of that around the league, and there's a lot of that in sports. But LeBron, he wants to run the show, and if I'm David Blatt, which I'm not, at least I don't think I am, then he is pleased to know that his star wants to run the team. So congratulations to LeBron. He has the right, then to give it to him. All right.
Now, what about Phil Jackson?
Well, look,
Phil has been New York Knicks are a powerhouse now. Has he really got him going again?
No.
And so what's the problem there?
The whole problem is they have no talent whatsoever. No talent.
Do you think he might trade for Kobe? No.
Yeah, that's what Kobe wants to do.
That's a good rumor. We can start that one here on the show.
Right. Why didn't they do that 2 years ago?
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, come on. Let them give him $50 million. But I'm looking at the Lakers formally waive Steve Nash.
Oh, yeah.
It's 3 years too late.
Did Steve Nash, did he ever play a game or was he constantly injured? How many games did he play?
Look, we do know that the Lakers are in the throes right now of bad decision making. No matter how you look at it, there's the reality of players losing Dwight Howard, not having the deal go through for Chris Paul. A lot of things happening, Powell leaving and all those things, Kobe getting hurt. All those things fell on the team and as it should. It's the natural cycle of things falling apart. So you can rebuild them.
Right.
But the one thing you should have never have done, ever have done, is give up all those draft choices.
To pick up a guy like Nash.
For a 36, 37-year-old guy who's been injury prone the last 3 or 4 years of his life. And now he dies. He's on the bone pile. And he's also taking $10 million a year from you. And it's not good. And the Lakers are feeding him as if he's been a 30-year Laker.
But wasn't that the old coach that wanted him as part of the team that had him in Arizona?
One of the reasons is they went out and traded for a point guard, to play it out, and they gave up all these draft choices to Phoenix to get him, and he came over here, and instead of the Lakers re-signing Phil Jackson. They went out and got this guy Mike Brown, and then Mike Brown took a dump, and that system he couldn't get anybody to answer a phone call over there, and so So what you wind up getting is, you wind up getting now Mike D'Antoni. So everybody said, we got to get Mike D'Antoni and just do run and gun. Play no defense. We got the perfect point guard for us, and we'll run and gun, and we'll outscore everybody. Well,
then he took a dive.
Then he took a dump. And then Mike D'Antoni took a dump. And then Kobe took a dump. You took a dump too, didn't you?
A lot of people taking dumps over there. But the mistake was not getting Phil Jackson done the get-go. They've made mistake after mistake. More with the one and only Fred Dreyer, the PM Show Weekend Edition on Sports here on CRN.
You're experiencing pain, back pain, shoulder, elbow, or hand pain from a sports injury. If so, schedule a visit with Dr. Michael Sheps, the leading expert in laser therapy for pain management. Call 310-873-4422 or go to drsheps.com. Experience Epic T, the breakthrough laser therapy system that Dr. Sheps developed to make you pain-free in less time. Laser therapy is a non-invasive, safe, and effective in-office procedure that penetrates deep into your skin without damaging the tissue. It perfectly targets areas of pain to promote fast, natural healing. Relax your muscles, ease muscle spasms, joint stiffness, and arthritis pain while increasing blood circulation. For over 25 years, Dr. Sheps has helped Olympic athletes and sports enthusiasts alike get back in the game. Schedule your visit with Dr. Sheps at his Brentwood office in California. Call 310-873-4422 or visit drsheps.com. That's DRSHEPS.com. 310-873-4422.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. Really? Yeah. They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
If you're struggling to find reliable senior living information for your mom or dad, then call or go online to get the free help you need during this turbulent time. Call now, 800-471-5173, 800-471-5173.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-351-8614. That's 800-351-8614. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-351-8614.
PM Show nationwide, coast to coast. CRN Digital Talk Radio. I'm Michael Horn. The star of our show is the Sultan of Safeties. 2 safeties in one game, the All-Pro defensive end, the acting legend, the one and only Mr. Fred Dreyer.
Thank you so much. Welcome back to our program. I've been a Dodger fan, baseball fan, since before the Dodgers moved here in '58. I was 12 in '58 when the Dodgers moved here. Remember what a glorious day that was. Remember the Mayor Sam Yorty came on television and made
Sam Yorty.
Yeah, Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
He
used to say Los Angeles.
Yeah, Los Angeles. And he said, we're now the Brooklyn Dodgers have officially declared they're moving. They are coming. And please welcome the Los Angeles Dodgers.
That was big news, wasn't it?
It was huge news.
You were how old when that happened?
12.
Yeah, and I was a little bit behind you, but so I don't remember the announcements and all because I was a kid, but I remember my cousin listening to the games in '58, and then by '59, I remember there was a World Series going on, and then take the 1960 straight on. I was locked in. Who did you root for in Los Angeles prior to the Dodgers coming to town? Was it all minor league baseball?
It was the Angels, the Hollywood Stars.
Yeah.
It was all local PCL. Yeah.
And speaking 60, was it 60 or 61 that the Gene Autry, that great cowboy, the legend, brought the Angels to town?
Yeah,
they were the
right.
Los Angeles Angels. Oh, you say, well, they shouldn't be Los Angeles. They started out as the Los Angeles Angels.
They played in Dodger Stadium for about 15 minutes, and they went to Wrigley Field.
They signed one of the legendary outfielders of all time, and a guy who played with many teams, and we're talking about the one and only Jay Johnstone.
Yeah.
This man is a legend in baseball team and camps. He has fans everywhere.
He's played for, 27
Let me
teams?
see if I can name them. It's about 27 teams. He played for the Dodgers and Angels, the Yankees, the Phillies, the White Sox, Chicago White Sox, Chicago Cubs. He played for the Padres, Oakland A's, and I think even had like a startup with the St. Louis Cardinals. Am I right, Jay Johnstone?
Why don't you just tell them the teams I didn't play for? It'd be a lot easier.
It's easier. It's addition by subtraction. I keep trying to get him to do it, Jay. How you doing?
Hi, guys. Hi, Freddie. How are
Good.
you?
Everything's
Hope all's well.
fine.
Been listening to the show. It's good.
Yeah, we're laughing it up here, and let me ask you a question. You know, the Dodgers made a heck of a lot of trades and a lot of changes. They got rid of a lot of firepower on their team.
Surprisingly so.
Yeah. After all of said and done, what do you make of the team as they sit right now, a week before opening day?
Well, I think they.
Where'd he go?
Did we just get cut off with Jay Johnstone? Did he go away?
There he is.
Jay.
Not really.
Apparently we're having a problem. We better get that line taken care of and put him on.
You got to
hold.
Tell us that Polish joke. Now's the time to fill in with that Polish joke.
Maybe call him back, Tomas, see if you can get him. But something's going on there.
Yeah.
You tell me when he's ready, and we'll give it another shot.
Well, that's AT&T for you.
Yeah, he's there, but he was just.
Yeah, of course.
I hope Tomas didn't just hang up without talking to him because Jay's probably talking away right now. Anyway, Jay Johnstone was one of the famous legendary players, and we want to talk to him about this. Is he ready to go again? Okay, not yet. All right. Anyway, Clyde Wright had a no-hitter going for the Angels. This was back, I think, 1970 or so. And Jay made, as I recall, a spectacular catch to preserve the no-hitter. We'll have to ask him about that.
Well, we can ask him if we ever get hold of him.
I think somebody, possibly from the St. Louis Cardinals, because you asked a question about the Dodgers, jammed his line because they wanted to talk about that.
I'm sure that's what it was.
You think?
Yeah, it was. Did he get him?
No, he's not.
No.
Tomas, we'll get him next week.
All right, let's roll on. The Dodgers, like I said, made a lot of trades and a lot of improvement on the team. I think
you think it's an improvement.
I think it's a great improvement, and I'll tell you why. As we see now, the depth the Dodgers have, they've got an awful lot of outfielders and infielders who are interchangeable. They can play the outfield as well as the infield. Right now, they've got a second baseman. And they've got Kendrick. They've got Jimmy Rollins, a shortstop, and they got Uribe, all on last year deals. They got 1 year deals.
So if they're good, will they re-sign them? Or
well, maybe. But here's what's fun: they get to now have a whole year look at people who could replace them. So Seager's coming up next year to play.
You're talking about the young kids that they've got.
Yeah, the Dodgers have a lot of really young. Suddenly, a lot of young players who can hit and field. They got about 6 guys that I watched, and I watched almost all the games this year.
In spring training games, you've been watching them?
Yeah, I've been watching them and the replays of it, and I've been listening to Rick Monday, who was a heck of a hitter, to praise a lot of these guys and show why they've got great swings, what they do mechanically, why they make contact, how they square up, as they say, and just how they drive the ball to opposite field. A lot of home runs were hit. Jacques Peterson hit 6 or 7 home runs this spring. And a couple of them were to the opposite field. He went with the pitches, And so the hitters are savvy. The hitters are smart. And, they've got a lot of positive things going on. I'll be very surprised. I think they could be the surprise team of the year.
We'll find out what Jay Johnstone thinks when he returns with us here. It's the PM Show Weekend Edition with the one and only Fred Dreyer.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
You order a glass of your favorite Cabernet, fresh asparagus, hollandaise on the side, a filet, medium rare. You unfurl your napkin with a flair, close your eyes, and prepare to listen. Ah, there it is. The sweet music you long to hear. The sizzle. The sizzle of a Ruth's Chris steak.
The most magnificent corn-fed prime beef, broiled to perfection at 1800 degrees. Some call it a sizzle. We call it an anthem.
As the waiter approaches, you think, is this one mine or that one?
Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Like Ruth always said, life's too short to eat anywhere else.
Make a reservation online at ruthschris.com or by calling 800-544-0808.
Did you know that with a bachelor's degree, on average, you can make almost twice as much over a lifetime than a person with just a high school diploma? Yes! According to the U.S. Census Bureau, you can make almost twice as much. Going back to college is now easier than ever. There are select online colleges that provide laptops to their students. In fact, there are thousands of college programs on your laptop. You can go to college anywhere and everywhere right from a laptop. Call My College Laptop and you can find hundreds of programs from accredited colleges and universities nationwide. Start a new career in law enforcement, business, information technology, healthcare, and hundreds of others. Call My College Laptop to find an online college that will provide you with a laptop. In no time at all, you can double your earning potential. Double your earning potential. Call now. 1-800-582-7531. That's 800-582-7531. 800-582-7531.
Welcome to Staples. How can I help you?
Hey, Staples guy. I need to promote my new business and do it on budget.
I can make that happen.
Can you print business cards?
Staples can print business cards, brochures, banners.
Pens?
Pens, magnets, luggage tags.
Calendars.
Calendars, sticky notes, lawn signs, and window decals.
What about foam fingers?
What color? Red, yellow, blue?
You had me at yellow.
Make on budget happen, make getting noticed happen. Staples, make more happen. Now at Staples, get 40% off large banners, posters, and lawn signs.
Offer valid on all large banners, posters, and lawn signs in store and online and 6/27/15. Discount applied before taxes. May not be combined with any other offer. See store staples.com/signs for details.
By popular demand, the Showroom at South Point presents Tony Orlando live in concert, hit after hit, April 3rd to the 5th. Tickets at the box office, online at southpointcasino.com or charge by phone 702-797-8055. Tony Orlando at the South Point.
It's the PM Show Weekend Edition, PM Show on Sports from CRN Digital Talk Radio. I'm Michael Horn, the star of our show. The man who did the series called Land's End, that was done in Cabo San Lucas.
Yes,
I'd like
correct.
to go to Mexico with you. We get into some trouble.
Yeah, you'll never see me south of San Diego.
You won't. You don't go there anymore to Mexico.
A year in Mexico, buddy. Cured me.
1 year. That was it?
I
Done?
was there a year.
Isn't it a fun playground?
No. Well, for some it is. I ran into more expatriates. You know, guys who come up to you and think that they got an edge in life when they say, "Hey, I moved down here and guess what? I don't have to pay those state taxes anymore." And they got margaritas at the golf course for 75 cents. Like they're getting over on you.
Yeah.
You know? I said, "Oh, that's great. You really figured it out, didn't you there, Chuck?" Jeez.
All right, we digress. It's the one and only Fred Dreyer, and we have on the line with us the one and only Jay Johnstone, who we should... Jay, just to clarify, because I remember back, it was in the 70s, wasn't it, when Clyde Wright had a no-hitter and you made some kind of spectacular catch? Wasn't it Reggie Jackson smacked one and you got it up against the wall?
Yeah, I saved his no-hitter. Lucky for me. You know, actually it was... Reggie hit it pretty good, and I went back, and it was right close to the wall. And I didn't hit the wall or anything, but it was one of those things where you had to jump, and, you know, it's like, oh, look what I caught, you know?
It was a catch. It wasn't a trap now. You're not admitting now all these years later that it was a trap, are you?
No, it's not. It wasn't a trap. It was a catch. A great catch.
It was a great catch.
I made a pretty good run for it. But, you know, Clyde back then was my roommate, so I kidded him a lot.
Oh, boy.
Stuff, so.
Hey, Jay.
Yes,
now,
Fred.
listen, you play for 27 teams. And what was the favorite uniform? What uniform did you like the best?
What one you like the best?
Well, yeah, the Dodgers were my team, you know, because I grew up in L.A. like everyone, all the guys out here. They were playing for the Angels and Gene Autry. I would have to rate Gene Autry as probably the best owner that I had ever played for. Peter O'Malley was pretty good. And George Steinbrenner was excellent, but George Steinbrenner was moody. I mean, you never know which George Steinbrenner you were going to get. But Gene Autry was just a wonderful person, and he did things for the players. And I'll give you a great example. Every Sunday that we were in town and we had a day game, he had some people go out to where Anaheim Hills, where they built those homes. There used to be hills and crevices, and there used to be places where you could go. And he had them clean all that out, and he would have all the players and their families come out and have a barbecue every Sunday after the game.
Wow.
In one of the canyons out there. And he'd have a horses with a hayride for the kids and something.
Did he
It's
sing?
a great owner.
Did he ever sing Back in the Saddle again?
No, he never did, but we asked him to sing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer one time, and he hummed a few verses and sang about 3 words, and then he started laughing.
I met him twice and interviewed him twice, and it was one of the top 10 thrills of a lifetime. He was the real deal, and it was in his office at KMPC Radio. He had a cigar, wooden cigar. You would have loved him because he smoked cigars if you wanted to, and he was a great guy. Now, we digress because...
I was going to I asked a question.
Yes, here's the question.
Here's the question. You know, the Dodgers made a lot of changes. Everybody knows that. Many, to this very day, this very moment, are very cynical about those moves because they got rid of Matt Kemp and they got rid of Hanley Ramirez.
Hanley Ramirez, I could understand that because he kept getting injured a lot and was having a problem with his side, and he had trouble hitting when he re-injured that side. You know, he hurt it a year ago, and then he re-hurt it again after he got hit. I think he broke a rib in there or something. Anyway, he had a problem going one way towards the third base line for the ball, and then having to throw it over there.
There's always something with that guy.
Now, wait a second, Jay. Yeah. My partner here is saying, "Oh yeah." Was it really an injury or not an injury? Because
no, it was.
Mr. Dreyer does not believe it was that serious.
Well, no, it's not that. It's not that I don't believe people who are hurt. You know, everybody has their own pain threshold. Everybody has their own truth about that. You know, I don't jump on that.
Don't forget. Remember when they hit him? It broke that rib.
I remember they hit him.
Yeah, he got a little angry about it.
But what came along with that injury was a lot of a malcontent attitude on his contract year. Swinging for the fences, never swung to push the ball to hit the different fields. Did a lot of things that were self-interest driven as opposed to reflecting a team attitude. Was moody. I heard a lot of things in the locker room that
well, you're pretty much right on the button with those things. He was all for Hanley Ramirez, okay?
Yeah.
And I think his time there was going to be short anyway because, you know, a lot of his teammates kind of like shied away from him after a while because he just wasn't pleasant to be around.
Well, what the organization did is just say, look, we'll consider signing you back, but this is your contract year. Now, if you remember a guy by the name of Adrian Beltre, and we all do, he had a 5-6 year deal. He was with the Dodgers for a long time, and their organization came up. And the last year of his contract, he had a career year.
He played incredibly.
And he wanted to get big dollars, and the Dodgers said, "Hey, wait a minute! You have 1 year. It falls on your contract year, and you know what? Let's do this." Let's bring you back next year. We'll sign you. We'll give you a big raise, and if you perform, we'll renegotiate the contract. And you'll be here for a 5-year deal, and so forth and so on. He says, "No, I want big time money right now, or I'm leaving." So he left. He goes to Seattle, and he stunk it up in Seattle.
Big
was
time.
terrible. The whole 5-year contract up there. He did not perform
the only
whatsoever.
thing I question on that was it his idea or was it the agent's idea?
Well,
that's the one thing we don't know.
Well, talk about that. That's
I'm going to tell you something. You know, I'm a big believer in this. It's your contract. You wear the uniform, not your manager, not your agent. You know, for people to sit back, I saw it all my entire life. You can apply this to any sport you want, and you know this, Jay. If you want the money, you got to walk in there and negotiate it. Bring your guy in and sit down and have your voice heard in the meeting. Tell the guy, write it out, tell him exactly what it is you want, what's the terms and conditions, what you're willing to do, what you're not willing to do. You know, speaking for myself, I don't want this to be about me, but I'm going to use it as an analogy because I'm one of the hosts of the show. So what we did I just simply empowered my attorney to say, this is what I'm willing to do, this is what I'm not willing to do, and this is where I'll walk. And if you say you're going to walk, you better be ready to walk.
Yeah, that's
true. And a lot of guys don't, and a lot of guys would suffer through the year because they signed a contract that they felt as though they left money on the table or it wasn't what they wanted, and there's a communication problem. I used to I almost got in a fight with Doug France one year. And that's too big a guy to be getting into an argument with, and I just said, "Hey, Doug, you got the contract you signed off on, you know." So don't sit here and tell us that you got cheated.
Well, see, that you hit it right on the point. You got to be, you got to tell them what you want, and then if you get that and you don't get any more, you either be happy with it and go out and show them that you can do better, and try and get a bigger one the following year.
And I honestly believe with Hanley's brilliance as a player, he should have had a character transplant because the team saw he laid down in his last year. That's
right. Hang on here. More with Jay Johnstone, Fred Dreyer, the PM Show Weekend Edition on Sports on CRN.
We are perfectionists. We do it right and don't stop until the job is done. We build commercial zero-turn mowers with maneuverability, power, and comfort. Who are we? We are Kubota. Now, during our More Power to You sales event, you can get long-term financing as low as 0% APR on new commercial-grade Z700 series mowers.
For more information or to find a participating dealer, go to Kubota.com.
For over 20 years, you've trusted Lumber Liquidators to make high-quality, beautiful flooring affordable for everyone. Delivering this value means you get the floor you want at the low price you deserve. So we've lowered prices even more. This week, get stunning espresso, Hevea, 3/4-inch solid, pre-finished hardwood for just $2.99. Or natural strand bamboo for 41% less than our competitors. And 18-month special financing. You trust our value, we value your trust. For quality hardwood, see the flooring experts. Visit LumberLiquidators.com to find a store near you.
What would an extra $250 a month mean to you? For some, it's a little financial breathing room. For others, it's a car payment, a home repair, or help with college tuition. Hi, I'm Jay Farner, president of Quicken Loans, and I've got some great news if you're looking to save money on your mortgage. All it takes is a simple phone call to Quicken Loans at 800-QUICKEN to see if you qualify for the government's Home Affordable Refinance Program, or HARP. Folks who refinance with HARP can save an average of $250 a month. That's $3,000 a year. Our home loan experts fully understand the HARP guidelines, and they'll walk you through our streamlined process. And for 5 years in a row now, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction. And this year, for the first time, they've also ranked us highest in mortgage servicing. Call 800-QUICKEN or visit QuickenLoans.com.
Visit jdpower.com for award information. Important terms and conditions apply. Call us for cost information. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states and MLS number 3030.
PM Show, nationwide, coast to coast, CRN Digital Talk Radio. PM Show on Sports, our weekend edition with the one and only Fred Dreyer, and our guest today on the show, the one and only Jay Johnstone, another guy we're trying to get to talk a little baseball here on a regular basis on CRN, and we're doing it today with the legendary Jay. Played for about 8 teams and one of the great pinch hitters, outfielders of our time. Now, Fred, you asked Jay a question about the Dodgers. You got kind of waylaid into agents. And Jay, you had an agent. Do you agree with Fred about this agent stuff that we just talked about?
Well, you have an agent to guide you. You don't have an agent to make your decisions.
There you
okay?
go.
You have to have a pretty good idea what, if you're going in for a contract, which you'd like to get. You talk it over with your agent. You may talk it over with your family or whatever, but you have a pretty good idea what you want to do. And then you tell your agent, this is what I'd like you to do, and let's see where it goes.
Haven't the agents...
And then he comes back, and he tells you.
Do you both kind of agree that the agents have possibly spoiled the game of baseball with now emphasis on the pitch count for pitchers so that they don't want their arms hurt?
Well, you have that's
collective bargaining.
That's
collective bargaining.
You know.
That's the league. That's the Players Association, and you know. The truth of the matter is they're paying people an awful lot of money, especially the pitching staff. And, you know, look at Ryu. You know, these guys go down, you know, when they get off the bus. You know, there's no telling what happens to a lot of these guys. You never can tell when they're going to show up hurt. And they're paying them a lot of money to have these guys hurt themselves. So they got to figure there's got to be a way of addressing the ability to control people and to control inflammation and to control injury. And so they put them on a pitch count, and they create a system, Jay, that is, and I think free agency did this, they create a system where you've got a starter that'll get you through 6+ innings. If they can get you into the 7th inning, everybody's going crazy, you're worth $1 billion. Then they have a guy for the 8th and the 9th. You know.
Yeah, I get a kick out of that because, you know, I go back, I talk to Bob Feller, and I talk to Nolan Ryan, and I talk to Chuck Dobson, and I talk to all the great pitchers from years past that, you know, that went out there. And how did Cy Young ever win 511 games and lose 700 and never have a sore arm?
Sandy Koufax, not, you know, in his heyday, he had like 23 complete games.
Yeah.
In a season.
In a season.
In one season.
Yeah.
Guys have a career, they don't have 23 complete games.
If you were a relief pitcher in the 50s and the 60s, you could literally say, look, I'm going to go play 9 holes and then I'll be back by the 7th inning, I swear.
That's about it, because those guys went 7 innings strong. And you know what? If you tried to take them out of the game, they'd fight you.
They would. They don't want to come out of
the game. And so, the game has changed so much when it comes to the pitching. Okay, I know they've got all this money invested in them, so they don't want to have them blow out an arm or an elbow or have to have the Tommy John surgery. But you know, some of these guys have to say, I got to suck it up a little bit. I got to give my team a good 7 innings. If a starting pitcher can't give the team a good 7 innings, there's something wrong with them. Okay, there's something wrong either mentally or physically, because you know, you're getting paid a lot of money, go out there and do your job for 7 innings. And then after that, you know, then they got a bullpen.
Well, the biggest hole right now, up to this point in time, is the Dodger bullpen. I know they got a starter here hurt, and that pushes everybody up. But I do believe that they've got a lot of potential to be really good in the bullpen.
Yes. Well, I like Kenley Jansen a lot. Okay, I like him a lot.
Yeah, I don't know how
he's still injured, right? He's not starting.
Well, yeah, but he'll be all right.
So, what's your assessment on the Dodgers? That was our original question. What do you think?
Well,
Jay?
the assessment on the Dodgers, they got some holes to plug.
Where?
And you know, when you give up your right hand, the only guy that's got right-handed hitting power in Kemp, there had to be an issue in the clubhouse. And from words that I hear from different people, there was some dissension and some problems, which I don't care about to talk about over the radio.
Yeah.
But the Dodgers felt that they had to move him to solve that problem.
Yeah, and they did, and I don't think they're going to miss a beat. I think they got a kid in center field who potentially could really be a
the guy is hitting Peterson, right? He's
Jock Peterson.
Jock Peterson. He seems to be
6-7 home runs this year, and so far, and look, it's a camp. And he has to prove it. But look, everybody that has a career in this game starts somewhere. This kid has got a great start. This guy is off to a great start. I think you mentioned to me off camera here. You said that you thought that the left fielder out there, Carl Crawford would be the likely one to be traded, and you were surprised he wasn't.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm surprised he wasn't, because you know, when you look at it, all they got is the left-handed hitting bats, and so I was thinking they'd want to trade one guy to those guys so they can get another right-handed bat somewhere on the team.
Well, I think you've got Puig. I think you've got a strong bench of right-handed hitters. I also think you have a real good right-handed hitter in Kendrick. I like him a lot. I like him as a substitute for D. Gordon. I
do.
I like Jimmy Rollins as a substitute for Hanley Ramirez, and I like, frankly, I like the potential of Jacques Peterson in center field as a replacement for Matt Kemp. I think it's always been this way: starting pitching, and relief pitching. And
yeah,
I think
you're right.
I think they've done a great job in getting a lot of arms that are very close and a lot of competitive players this year, and they're going to be deep. They got like 5 outfielders, Jay, that are really good.
Well, you know what impressed me is the fact that when they got Kendrick and they got Rollins, both of them are outstanding players, and they're good teammates.
Great people.
Good teammates.
And that's going to be a real plus in the clubhouse.
To good teammates, that is some harmony there. Hang on here. Jay Johnstone, Fred Dreyer, PM Show Weekend Edition on Sports. Email Fred Dreyer, freddryer@crntalk.com. Straight ahead, we're back.
You're experiencing pain, back pain, shoulder, elbow, or hand pain from a sports injury. If so, schedule a visit with Dr. Michael Sheps, the leading expert in laser therapy for pain management. Call 310-873-4422 or go to drsheps.com. Experience Epic T, the breakthrough laser therapy system that Dr. Sheps developed to make you pain-free in less time. Laser therapy is a non-invasive, safe, and effective in-office procedure that penetrates deep into your skin without damaging the tissue. It perfectly targets areas of pain to promote fast, natural healing. Relax your muscles, ease muscle spasms, joint stiffness, and arthritis pain while increasing blood circulation. For over 25 years, Dr. Sheps has helped Olympic athletes and sports enthusiasts alike get back in the game. Schedule your visit with Dr. Sheps at his Brentwood office in California. Call 310-873-4422 or visit drsheps.com. That's DRSHEPS.com. 310-873-4422.
Ka'anapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
Located in the heart of Maui's premier resort, Ka'anapali Beach Hotel is officially recognized as Hawaii's most Hawaiian hotel and the #1 best value in Hawaii. With a range of accommodations and affordable dining options, this is the ideal setting to turn Hawaiian dreams into lifelong memories. Live Hawaiian entertainment every evening, free year-round children's programs, weekly arts and crafts fairs, welcome breakfast, and departure kukui lei ceremonies add to the value. Swim in the whale-shaped pool, indulge in the fabulous spa and hotel salon. Enjoy Hawaiian hospitality at its best at the Ka'anapali Beach Hotel. Call 800-262-8450 or go to kbhmaui.com. That's kbhmaui.com. Aloha.
Ka'anapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
Homeowners, now is the season to be thinking about your roof, because all it takes is one storm to turn a small roof problem into a major leak. If it's time for a new roof, call Sears at 888-465-9720. You can save $500 if you call right now. Sears licensed, fully insured contractors can get your roofing job done right. Just call 888-465-9720. Sears has a variety of shingles and styles that are built for long-lasting performance, and you'll save $500 if you call now. So call Sears for a free in-home consultation at 888-465-9720. Hurry, offer ends soon. Not available in all areas. Installation provided by Sears authorized licensed contractors. License information available upon request. That's Sears Roofing. Call right now and save $500. Call 888-465-9720. 888-465-9720. Call Sears now and get that roof repaired. Call 888-465-9720.
It's the PM Show Weekend Edition on Sports from CRN Digital Talk Radio. I'm Michael Horn. That, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Fred Dreyer, and online with us, the one and only Jay Johnstone. And we got one segment here. I got to get your guys' picks for the baseball season's kicking up this week. So who are the teams to watch out for? We'll start with you, Jay Johnstone.
Well, like I said, in the National League, you got to look out for the Giants up there. Bochy's just done a fabulous job. He continues to do a great job. And for them to win, 3 World Series in 5 years or something like that, you got to be doing something right, and you got to have the talent.
What about the Nationals? Everybody's saying the Nationals are the team that's going to take it all.
Well, that's way over on the other side of the earth there, you know.
But you're talking
they have to
west
come
now.
out here to the West Coast.
You're talking West Coast.
You look at all these West Coast teams; they all laugh at the East Coast teams, except for the Yankees.
How about the American League? What's the team to beat?
You know what? There's a couple of really good teams out there. Detroit has kind of dropped off the radar a little bit, but and you know, the other one I'm really surprised is I think is going to have a really good year. The Cubs. I really believe the Cubs are going to
Vegas is putting money on the Cubs. Fred Dreyer, your thoughts?
Well, look, the Cubs are 6-1 favorites to win the World Series at the MGM.
6-1.
Only the Washington
Cubs.
Nationals at 5-1 have a better odd. Now the Mariners, along with the Dodgers, are 8-1 favorites at the MGM, and so the Dodgers, the Red Sox, the Mariners, the Cubs, and the Nationals. The Nationals, are the consensus favorites. I think no matter who you talk to.
Red Sox and Angels 12-1 favorites. You like the Angels, Jay?
Yeah, I do, but like I said, the big thing with the Angels is they seem injury-prone. Look at that pitcher that was running over to first base and breaks a leg or breaks an ankle. I mean, I've never seen that happen in baseball before.
Want to make some bucks, by the way, not to talk about betting here on the show, but the Rockies are 80-1 favorites to win it all, and the Arizona Diamondbacks have joined the Houston Astros.
100-1 to favorite, and they're not going to do much.
Astros and Diamondbacks 125-1.
Yeah, well, they're out.
Well,
what about the Texas Rangers? What do you think about them? I haven't heard much about them at all this spring.
Well, I think they got that starting pitcher there, that Yu Darvish that's supposed to he had the largest injury ailment on the there, and they're projected. The Rangers projected wins are 79.5 wins. They had. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know what are the odds. Do we have odds on them?
Yeah, and you know something. I don't think they're going to be doing anything. And,
no, you're right.
Yeah,
you might as well have George Bush coach him.
Is Beltre playing third base for him?
Yeah,
maybe they could give him a uniform and coach it first.
Yeah, Beltre's playing. Let Beltre run the show over there. The Red Sox are going to be very interesting to see how soon the Red Sox press catches on to Hanley Ramirez's routine. And
oh boy, he might get some trouble from the fans there. What do you think on that?
Well, Jay knows this better than me, and I know it a little bit. You know, those people, if things don't come out of the box the right way, those people are going to look for a story to tell, and old Hanley's going to be very available to be talked about. Yeah. You know.
Oh yeah, if he doesn't come out of the box, he's going to catch a rash.
Well, he better open up.
Yes.
Is that a baseball term? Catch a rash?
Yeah.
Well, he's going to catch a rash of you know what, and you find it in toilets. Okay.
Hey, Jay Johnstone, you're the man. Thanks for being with us. Come in the studio next time, will you?
All right, buddy. You guys take care. Fred, always good to be with you.
Yeah, thanks, Jay.
That's our show, ladies and gentlemen. If you miss anything, go to our website, crntalk.com. crntalk.com. You can check us out with our cell phone app, CRN Digital Talk. Fred's downloaded it. Email Fred Dreyer, Fred Dreyer, D-R-Y-E-R, at crntalk.com. Follow him on Twitter, Fred_Dreyer, Facebook.com/The Real Fred Dreyer. Final thoughts, Fred? What you got?
Well, I do have a final thought, and we're only with everybody for an hour, you know, and we're really appreciative of the time you spend with us, that 1 hour, and we look forward to seeing you all next time.
CRN Digital Talk Radio prides itself on being the station of every situation. Of course, you can always listen live through your local cable TV provider, as well as on our website at crntalk.com. But if cutting-edge technology is more your style, you'll be happy to know that CRN is now available on Wi-Fi radio. Simply log on to Reciva.com, that's RECIVA.com, and look for CRN. You can access all of our great shows and listen live anywhere in the world. Be part of your favorite shows and get the full CRN listening experience you would have with any traditional radio, podcast, or a live stream from our website. For more information on where or how to listen, and for a full list of our programming, log on to CRN.